Hey guys, Ben from Living Survival, and today we're putting a few miles on the Spec-Ops Recon ruck. Now the Recon ruck is kind of a combination between an Alice pack and a tactical assault backpack. It's kind of the two merged into one. It has features just like an assault pack, like the high quality webbing, high quality buckles, and high quality 1000D Cordura fabric, as well as it shares features with the traditional Alice pack, like the main dump pouch and also the large external pockets on the front. Now, I previously reviewed the Ultimate Assault Pack from Spec-Ops, and that is one of my all-time favorite packs. Awesome pack and very comfortable pack. However, the Recon ruck, I had to do a lot of adjusting just to get it to this point. The shoulder straps are quite comfortable. They are well padded. You can see there's some pretty thick padding in there, and they are very comfortable. But even after a lot of adjustment, I still feel like I'm being choked out by this sternum strap. And as I'll show you in a moment, the hip belt is just not in the ideal location for me. The hip belt is very high quality webbing, very high quality buckle here. However, my issues with the hip belt is that it rides really high. Even after all the adjusting that I did, I'd have to loosen these shoulder straps quite a ways to get this hip belt where I want it. And then it's not sitting right on my back. And then also I'm getting choked out by the sternum strap. Now you can see that the sternum strap is as low as it can go with the way that they have it configured on this pack. So in order to lower that sternum strap, I have to cinch these shoulder straps up quite a bit, which do make the pack ride right, but then the hip belt comes way up here, whereas my hips are a good, 3 inches below that. So it's quite uncomfortable as far as the hip belt goes, and on my hike in here, I ended up just taking off the hip belt and the sternum strap altogether. The other issue I have with this hip belt, other than the fact that it rides too high for me, is that there's no adjustability with the hip belt connected. Usually on packs you can adjust it by tensioning this way, or better yet by tensioning that way. This one I actually have to take the pack off to loosen or tighten it, and that makes it a problem if I change the load in my pack or if I'm changing layers, such as taking a coat off or putting one on. Get a closer look at some of the high quality webbing here, the high quality stitching that they use. A couple of clips up top here, pretty standard. They do have some nylon loops here, which is really nice. That's a nice feature to be able to hang clips and things like that off your shoulder straps in the front. Taking a look at the side here. Look at the back and then the other side. Now you can see that it's very similar to a traditional Alice pack. The top flap here is just that, just a flap that goes over. You can adjust it so that it will float a little bit so that you could throw things like a blanket or additional gear underneath the straps here. The straps come down, again, very high quality buckles and high quality webbing and stitching, so that's really nice. A lot of adjustability as far as that goes. Then this top flap here just flips over and exposes your main compartment here, which is just basically a dump style compartment. A lot of room in the main compartment, and this top flap goes up a little bit more so that you can store additional gear in here and then just cinch it down to wherever you like it to be. It has just basic cordage on the outside here. I'll probably upgrade that with some paracord all the way around so that I have additional paracord built right onto the pack. The top of the lid here does have 3 channels of webbing so that you could lash on additional gear to your lid. Up front here is where the pack really shines. You have 3 separate compartments which are very large. They're attached with a buckle, and then they also have a secondary Velcro, sort of a backup here. There's hook and loop on the back side of the lid and hook and loop on the front side of the pouch here so that you can make sure that your gear is super secure. You can latch it with the hook and loop, and then you can also buckle it in. What's nice about that is that you don't have to buckle it in if you're just going in and out of the pack very frequently. You can also cover the hook and loop completely and just use the buckle. All 3 of the compartments are the same, but they are very large. I just have my mini Edc kit in here, some gloves from Hex Armor that I'm trying out, a large hank of paracord there, and you can see that there's lots and lots of room inside these pockets. On this side here, I have just a full Nalgene bottle, And on the other side here, I have a tarp. So lots of ways you can put different things in these. The nice part about that is you could put different things. If you are a bushcrafter, for example, you could keep, you know, your saw and your cordage all in one, fire starting stuff in another, cook kit in another. You could separate it that way. Of course, it works great for camping and hiking, but then also would work great for bushcraft or as a bug out bag as well. The main compartment, as I said, is very large. I just have a jungle blanket in here, a hammock, and a schmog. The back of the pack here has two different flaps, although it's not very deep, so you're not going to fit anything but a small hydration bladder in there. I probably wouldn't run hydration on this pack, especially since on the shoulder straps there is no elastic retention to keep the tube. So I probably wouldn't put hydration in here, although you could. And then on the back of this, there is the another flap here, and they have this foam sort of a foam backer here to keep it more comfortable on your back. Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review did do a review of this pack, and he also modded his and put a frame sheet in here, a plastic frame sheet, which further gave it some more rigidity and probably makes it a lot more comfortable, although it is quite comfortable as it is now. I think it'd be a nice touch if they threw their yellow high-vis material on the inside here, making it easier to find things since it is such a large bucket style compartment. Again, when you've got all your gear stowed, you can just cinch up the top here and then throw the flap right over that and strap it down. Again, you could throw things underneath this flap, or you could even throw things in this cross webbing here up top. You could throw you know, blankets or extra shelter, rain gear, things like that up top. On each side there is a couple channels of webbing, which would be perfect to mount a sheath or something like that for a larger blade. They also sent along this sheath here, which would be good for like a 4, 5, 6, or 7 inch blade. It's sort of a universal knife sheath here. Really nice. It has the two button and Velcro loops up top to attach it to your belt. It's got a nice secure and adjustable button snap closure there for the top of the knife. I don't have any knives with me today to put in here. And then on the front it has a nice large compartment that you could put you know, a little kit in, a multi-tool, sharpening stones, anything that you wanted into the front of the knife sheath there. Now, the problem that I have with this sheath is that the webbing goes sort of horizontally here. I wish it went vertically, and that would make it a lot easier to connect to their Recon ruck. Taking a look at the back here, again, you have these very comfortable shoulder straps. The padding is very comfortable. Again, you have lots of adjustment that you can do. I couldn't get it fully adjusted to fit my body properly. I could get the shoulder straps and the sternum straps right, but then the hip belt was too high. Now, it is worth mentioning that this is completely compatible with a Alice pack frame, and that's really probably the intention of this pack, is that it's made to act just like a traditional Alice pack with a frame, which you're probably going to want, since you could load this pack up with lots and lots of gear, making it, you know, in the 20 to 30 pound range. You're going to want that additional frame in there. But they also wanted to make it so that you could wear it standalone as well. Now, these shoulder straps will come off, and the hip belt will come off as well if you wanted to hook it up to a traditional Alice pack frame. Made in the USA with a lifetime guarantee, so that's great as well. High quality drag handle up top, and then on the bottom here, each of the different compartments up front all have drainage holes, and then the bottom of the pack here does have additional webbing so that you could strap something across the bottom of the pack as well. Very high quality stitching, high quality buckles, and then you have this 1000D Cordura fabric, and you can also get this pack in several different camouflage colors as well as black. So this is a very popular pack from them, and a lot of people rate this pack very high. The pros, I feel, is that it's very high quality, it's very well made, and the shoulder straps are quite comfortable. I do like the main compartment. I like that it's a bucket style compartment that works great for bushcrafting and bug out bags as well. I love the three outer pockets on the front. It gives you lots of ways to store gear that's easily accessible. It's comfortable on my back with the padding that it has in it. Again, I think it would be more comfortable if you adapted it to a frame or put at least a plastic frame sheet in there. Now for me, the way that it fits my body, even with the shoulder strap cinched down about as far as you'd want to go on the front of your shoulders, the sternum strap is just way too high on this pack for me. As I said before, when I cinch down the shoulder straps so that the sternum strap is in the right location, which it can't go any lower, and I can't adjust the shoulder straps any more than I have, the hip belt still rides about 3 inches higher than my hips. Now that being said, it is made to work as an assault pack, but also work with a frame. And when you're using the frame, you're generally going to take off the shoulder straps and the hip belt and use the ones that come with the frame. I might try adapting this pack to the Pack Rabbit frame that I previously reviewed. I think it would work perfectly for that. I'd like to see their high-vis yellow fabric on the inside of the main bucket compartment there, making it easier to find gear that's way down in the bottom. I know a lot of other people out there that love this pack, and it obviously fits right for them. So maybe if you have a shorter torso, you might want to take a look at the Recon Ruck, as it is a great pack otherwise. It's also on sale on their website for, I believe, $118, down from $200. So now's your chance to grab a good deal. And I'm going to put some links to their website and where you can find more information on the Recon Ruck below. I really like the sheath that they sent along for me to check out. It works with a variety of blades, has that nice retention system so you know that your knife isn't going to go anywhere, connects very easily to your belt, which I like. The only thing that I don't like about the sheath is the way that the MOLLE is configured. I wish it was configured the other way around so that I could easily attach it to this pack and other packs like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today and my feedback on the Spec-Ops Recon Ruck. I started a second channel called Living Survival 2 where I post just daily vlog type stuff. Kristen and I go out when we go canoeing and hiking and camping and mountain biking and things like that. So I started another channel to show you guys some of that, some of the behind the scenes, some of the gear that I have that I'm testing that I haven't done a review on. So if you're interested in seeing that side of things, I'm going to leave a link below to the Living Survival 2 channel. Please go over there and check that out and subscribe to that channel as well. If you watch my channel on your mobile device, simply click that alarm icon on my main channel page to be notified of new videos. I always appreciate it when you share my videos to your friends on social media, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you're new to my channel, click that red subscribe button for more videos.